you wouldn't really know what's going on, amen. But I tell you what, I'm thankful that I can come to a church that loves truth, that loves the things of God, amen. Because when you come to a church that knows truth, it's truth that makes you free, amen. Let's give the Lord a hand clap of praise. Let's all stand for the reading of the word of the Lord. Hallelujah. Romans 8, verse 18, 21, and 28. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption and to the glorious liberty of the children of God. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to His purpose. These batteries aren't working. God is good, amen. And I am thankful to be in this house today. You may be seated. I want to talk for a few moments. I want to preach for a little while concerning the topic, failures not final, amen? Or a second subtitle will be, I've got a feeling everything's going to be all right, amen? I don't know about you, but I got a feeling everything's going to be all right. And when I stepped into this church today, I had a feeling that everything was going to be all right. I know that God's able to work miracles in our lives. Amen. I know that God's able to touch each and every one of us. And all we've got to do is have revival in ourselves. Amen. Now, when you step into the house of the Lord, you ought to come expecting something to happen. Amen. I don't know about you, but you've got to expect something to happen. And when you expect something to happen, there's nothing my God can't do. Amen. Let's give it. That is so good. Yeah. Good old batteries. Amen. Thank the Lord. I'm glad I don't run off of batteries. Amen. But I want to talk to you for a little while. I don't know about you, but I really do feel good in the Holy Ghost. I look around, there's a whole lot of people here. I see all these young people still excited about coming back from Youth Congress and everything. I see some visitors here, and I want you to know you've come to the right place, amen? I don't know what you came here with. I don't know what's happened in your life, but I've got a feeling that God's going to make everything all right, amen? You've come to the right place today. You've come to a place that God can answer your prayers, that God can touch your life, God can heal, God can deliver. My God's able to do anything, amen? So the Bible tells us, for I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. In other words, I'm not worried about what's happening here because it can't be compared to what's going to happen when I get to the other side. But I like verse 21. It says, because the creature itself shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption unto the glorious liberty of the children of God. So I've got a hope, amen. The creature shall be delivered from the bondage of this corruption. Whatever you're bound with today, whatever thing slipped into your mind, whatever disease you have, whatever problem you're faced with, I've got a God that says that the creature shall be delivered from the bondage of this corruption. Amen. God has an answer to your problems. Amen. So we're living in a world that has robbed us of our innocence. We look at the world that we live in. I'm appalled at what our young people learn at such an early age. I look at what this world has done to the children and done to families and the young men and young women that have not even started on the journey of their own yet. They are no longer have the innocence of just knowing God and the purification of having God in their life 24/7. But every day at school or on the radio or anywhere else, they're bombarded with all these things about immorality and how they're trying to make good sound evil and evil sound good. Amen. They're trying to change everything among among these young people to where they just accept what's going on. But I've got news for you, friend. God's bringing a revival to Las Vegas. God's bringing a revival to people. From adults to children. We all have been struggling with guilt and shame. Amen. I don't care who you are. If you live in this world long enough, you're going to have to face guilt and shame. But you can't carry that around because it'll weight you down to where you can't even lift your head up and worship God. It'll cause you to want to quit on life. It'll cause you to want to quit on your marriage. It'll cause you to want to quit and just give up life altogether. Amen. But oh, I've got a God that cares about you. Picture someone drowning. I want you to picture someone drowning with his hands reaching up and they're struggling to survive. You see, that's where a lot of people are in this world. There's people here today that are struggling with something. You feel like you're just trying to survive. You're just trying to hold on. You're trying to stay afloat. You're trying to make life just, oh, if I can just hold on a little longer, maybe something's going to change. I want you to look at that real close because he's reaching out, trying to get somebody to notice him. But if you think he's hollering, he's not. He's trying to get that next breath. Amen. That's something about drowning I want you to understand. I heard Brother Gurley say this, and he read this out of a Coast Guard article that he had found. And it talks about people that are drowning. Now, drowning is not like Hollywood. It's not like what they depict, somebody screaming and hollering for help and everything and waving their arms. That's not what happens when you drown. When you drown, this is what this man said. The head of the Coast Guard, Dr. Francisco, wrote an article telling how it is not physically possible for anyone to cry out for help when drowning except in rare circumstances. He said, because when you're drowning, you're not trying to holler. You're trying to take that next breath. You're trying to breathe in. You're trying to get that oxygen one more time. Amen. All they are focusing on is breathing, he said. They are not waving their arms and crying for help. And that's why people can drown right next to you. You don't even know it because they're just reaching up and they're just grabbing something for air. And they can drown with just a few feet of people and nobody even knows it. That's what happens in public swimming pools all the time. They got lifeguards, but people aren't drowning by screaming and hollering. I'm drowning because in that moment, they're paralyzed to the fact that they're trying to survive and get that next breath. Amen? All they're focusing on is breathing. They're not waving their arms. They're not crying for help. And that's what people, they can drown just a few feet away. And as it is in the physical, I want you to know it can be that same way in the spiritual. Amen. I'm here to tell you that there's people drowning in Las Vegas. There might be people drowning right now in this church service. You might not ever hear another Pentecostal message, but today, God is throwing you a lifeline. God's trying to get you some help. God's trying to do something that's going to change your life. Amen. Don't you struggle. I'm telling you that Praise Tabernacle is throwing a lifeline. Whatever you're struggling with today, you might not be able to. See, that's the problem. People that don't know God don't know how to cry out for God. They don't have that ability. They're drowning. They're just trying to stay afloat. They're trying to keep their marriage together. They're trying to not become addicted. And all they need, though, is somebody to throw out that life raft, that life saver. Throw it out there to them. You know why? Because that man said, Dr. Francisco said, that they might not be able to holler for help. He said, but it is their instinct to grab for something. That's why you see his hands up. That's why they're trying to grab. I'm here to tell you that there's people in this service that are trying to grab something today. They don't want to drown. They don't want to lose out on life. I don't care what you've come here with. I don't care what an addiction you have. I don't care what your mind is all tormented. I've got a God that can save you. I've got a God that cares about you. And we are going out the lifeline. We're trying to save you today. We want you to know that you might be fueled by anger and bitterness. And you might just be trying to survive another day. But God has an answer. We're living in a corrupt society. We're living in a time of corruption where they learn how to call evil good and good evil. They learn how to call bitter sweet and sweet bitter. There's no more reformation, trying to make a few things right. They're telling you that nobody's wrong, everybody's right, and you just got to try to make it right in your own eyes. I've got news for you. That's not how it works, amen. We don't need reformation in this hour. We need repentance. We need people that come and repent and lay their sins on the altar, and when they do, God's going to save them, amen. Let's give the Lord a hand clap. God wants to save you, but He can't save you if you don't repent, amen. And God's reaching out. We're living in a society that has become so corrupt, so evil. Who would ever thought America would be in the shape that it's in today? Oh yeah, if you got a job and got money, you're alright. You don't really care about it. But there's a lot of families that don't know God. And they're losing their children to immorality. They're losing their wives and husbands to immorality and all the other filth that goes along with it. Definition of society: the totality of social relationships among human beings. A group of human beings broadly distinguished from other groups by mutual interest, participation in characteristic relationships, shared institutions, and a common culture. The institutions and culture of a distinct, self-perpetrating group. Now notice, I want you to look. Successful human society is dependent on people maintaining mutual interest, characteristics, relationships, shared institutions, and a common culture. That's the only way a society can make it. The United States of America proved for almost 200 years that a diverse people could create a successful society with unprecedented individual freedoms and prosperity. It did this by founding government on biblical principles. You understand me? America was founded on biblical principles, not by a bunch of people in Washington today that have tried to change everything and tell you it's not important. I'm here to tell you that God is the most important. Amen. So he did it by founding the government on biblical principles, which protect both the rights of individuals and the common good of society. Only when both perspectives are kept in balance, as they are in the Bible, can both the individual and the society prosper. That's why we see the decline, the debauchery, the filth, the things that are going on. Where do whatever you want to do, the sky's the limit. Whatever you're big enough to do, do it. You want to get high, get high. You want to get drunk, get drunk. You want to be immoral, be immoral. You want to change your sex, change. That's what they're saying today. And they're saying that's okay, but it's not okay. Our society is digressing. Our society is becoming unraveled. But God has a church. God has a voice. God has people that are saying, wait a second, I can throw you a lifeline. Don't you struggle. Don't you go under. I've got a God that can save you. Let's give the Lord a hand. Somebody shout, praise the Lord. Only when both perspectives are kept in balance, as they are in the Bible, can both the individual and society prosper. We're seeing this society fall apart. We're seeing individuals become so confused and messed up. No longer can find that peace that passes understanding. To protect any individual, all individuals must maintain certain mutual interests, relationships, shared institutions, and a common culture. I want you to stay with me for a few moments. I want you to know the only way that we can prosper is if we go back to our foundation, to what it was built on, according to the Word of God. Not according to a senator that's been sitting there for 30 or 40 years. Not somebody that don't have to live under the same rules as everybody else. And they try to just have that power and everything. I got news for you. They don't have any power. My God's the one that has the power, amen. And if the church would ever wake up, we can have the power of God active in Las Vegas. And we can turn this city upside down. Let's give the Lord a hand clap. Whenever a significant percentage of the population operates by the principles of self-interest, without regard regard to these requirements, the society begins to break down. That's what we're seeing in America today. Society is breaking down because it's always self-interest. It's what I believe. It's what I want. It's what I believe. Have you noticed that the only people that have to be tolerant is Christians? That nobody else has to be tolerant? Come Christmas time, guess what? You can't sing songs about Jesus. You can burn an American flag, but you can't burn a gay pride flag. You'll be charged with hate speech. You hear what I'm talking about? You better wake up, friend. You better see what's happening in America today around us. We're living in a society that is seeking reformation, but they don't want repentance. They don't want that turning around. They don't want that walking away from things. They want you to say, well, because you do it and you think it's okay, it's okay. That's not how it works, friend. But that's what America's turning into. Amen? Whenever a significant percentage of the population operates by the principles of self-interest without regard to these requirements, the society begins to break down. Chaos results in the erosion, and guess what? It's not restrained. If it's not restrained, society is eroding. And if it's not restrained, it's going to be a big breakdown. See, when the Word of God was pushed out, when prayer was pushed out of schools, and let me tell you something, I want you to listen to me real close. Prayer might have been pushed out of schools by government, but it didn't push it out of your houses. We're mad about it. How many of us really pray in our house? How many of these young people get on their face and pray at home? How many of you moms and dads and their children hear them calling out to God? If we're going to stop the erosion, we're going to have to become the church. We're going to become the church that believes that God is able. My God's able. My God's able to change the situation. My God's able to give a revival among young people. My God's able to put marriages back together. My God's able to heal the alcoholic. My God's able to deliver the drug addict. My God is able. And the only one who's going to stop the erosion is the church. But I feel like God's fixing to give us a revival that's going to shake this city, but it's going to have to shake us first. Amen. We've got to understand what's happening around us. Quit being passive. Learn how to stand up and say, you can't have Las Vegas. You can't have my children. You can't have my husband. You can't have... I've got a hope. The creature shall be delivered from the bondage of this corruption. I believe everybody that's bound by corruption, my God can deliver them. I do. I just believe that. I still believe God heals. God's wanting us to understand that chaos results if the erosion is not restrained. Responsive or reasonable government devotes itself to protecting both the individual and society from the tyranny of anarchist behavior. Look what's happening. You don't like when somebody believes go tear up the school bus windows, split cars, set on fire. That's happening all over America. Yes, it is. Because they're mad because somebody got president. And they use that as an excuse for the deterioration of society. Not quiet. We're living in a time that's very dangerous because of the erosion of the Bible and the lives of our government and our people. We've become a society that is self-pleasing. And it's all about us. We don't care about anybody else. I don't care how I dress. I don't care what people think about me how I dress. I do. Because I'm not a part of that society. That society's seeking. That society's grasping for air. That society said, just somebody please help me. No, they can't holler. They don't even know that they need help right now. They're just trying to stay afloat. But somebody in the church can help them. Remember, this world, not a cry out. They don't have a spiritual insight on what's going on in their life. They just know their life's messed up and they're seeking. They're just trying to get that next breath. They're just trying to stay afloat. Oh, God has a church here. I don't know who you are today, but God is talking. You know God's talking. You know God's dealing with your heart right now because you're sinking and you know that you're on your last breath. I'm throwing out that lifeline. I'm throwing out that lifesaver. I want you to know Jesus is here. Jesus can help you. Jesus can change the situation. Let's give the Lord a hand clap. Decreasing acceptance and declining influence of biblical authority is resulting in the deterioration of our society. They got so many versions now that you can read and don't even know what it said. They took out the blood. They took out the virgin birth. They take out everything because they want you to be complacent. They want to take away that foundation that this world was built on. Amen. And God has built a society in America that if we're not careful, Christians, you don't even know what a Christian is nowadays. You don't even know who's a Christian anymore. I've seen people smoking and drinking, and I tell them that I'm a preacher, and then they start telling me, praise the Lord, I go to such and such church, and I go to this church, and my heart sinks. You know why? Because they bought into this sinking society. They bought into thinking that it's okay if you think it's okay. Amen. It's not okay, friend. You need to come to an altar and repent and say, God, I need that life raft. I need to make things right. I want to get back on top of this thing. Let's give the Lord a hand clap. The same process of decay that which led to the degeneration of every previous human society is having its effect on Christians today. There never has been a time when a call to repentance is more needed than is needed right now in America today. Why is it? The problem lies in our not knowing what true repentance is, neither how to accomplish it. We know what true repentance is. Rather, we have substituted reformation for repentance and contributed a regression rather than a revival. In other words, we just want to be comfortable. We just want to go to church and feel like, well, we're okay, or God's going to accept me the way I am. People think that they're going to be accepted by God with sin and not. They'll say, well, that's the way God made me. No, it's not. Amen. When you become born again, you're a new creature in Christ. Old things pass away, behold, all things become new. Don't you blame what you're doing on God. That's your choice. But you've got a choice today. Once you're drowned, listen, here's the life raft. You need to come up and repent. You need to say, God, help me today. And my God will help you. When we learn the practice of genuine repentance, we will regain the attention of the Lord. You hear me? When we really regain, when we come to the place of genuine repentance, we'll regain the attention of the Lord. He'll open His ears to our prayers. He'll activate His saving hand. He'll open the floodgates of remission, and He will heal our land, the Bible says. Amen? But unresolved shame is most debilitating spiritual condition which we contend today. I'll tell you what, you got to listen to me because this is where I'm closing. Unresolved shame. See, the devil wants to make you feel ashamed of the things you've done. He wants you to feel guilty, but he also wants you to feel shame, because shame is going to keep you away from God. I want you to listen. Musicians, please come get ready. I know it's not long, but I just feel like God wants somebody to come to this altar today. Unresolved shame is the root of almost all Christian inconsistency. It makes you feel like you're drowning. It makes you feel like you can't reach your next breath. Removal of shame from the lives of God's people is the last step before revival. Joel 2:26 and 28. And ye shall eat in plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of the Lord your God, that have dealt wondrously with you, and my people shall never be ashamed. See, when you understand true repentance, you'll never be ashamed. That's a tool that the devil will never be able to use against you. Maybe you've committed adultery. Maybe you're a drug. Maybe you've abused your wife. Maybe physically or even verbally, whatever it is. Maybe you've hurt your children. Maybe your children see you do that. It doesn't matter what it is. If you ever come to that altar to repent, if you ever turn it over to God in true repentance, you know what? God can move that shame out of the way. God can let you have that space of grace where you're able to understand that God is able to rescue you. Just like that guy there, you just keep drowning. But you can only tread water for so long. You can only hold your breath for so long. Maybe you came here today and you weren't crying out for help, but I've got news for you. I'm sending a lifeline to you. So I realize there's a lot of people that don't understand what God has for them, so they don't understand repentance. So that's why I'm talking to you today. The Bible says, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I am the Lord your God, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. Twice he said, my people shall never be ashamed. And it shall come to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. What that's saying is if you'll come to this altar and repent and you get rid of your shame, my God will fill you with the Holy Ghost. You'll get baptized in Jesus' name. You'll become a new creature in Christ. All things are going to pass away. Amen. My God's got a lifeline going out to somebody today. Maybe you've been coming to church here and you don't have the Holy Ghost yet. I've got news for you. All you got to do is come and repent. And when you repent, my God gives you that promise. Let's give the Lord a hand clap of praise. Somebody shout, praise the Lord. When you are truly free from shame, God will be able to give you a revival. He will be able to help you receive what God has for you. Amen. He'll be able to help you in your relationship with God. Yeah. Your relationship with others. Yeah. Most of all, with the relationship with yourself. You see, that's why you're drowning. Yeah. Because you feel that you can't be forgiven. You feel that God can't take away your shame. You feel that what you've done is too bad and you can't forgive yourself. And that's the problem. You're drowning. You're grasping, but you can't ask for help. You're just trying to take that next breath. I've come here today to throw you that life preserver. I've come here today to let you know that you don't have to leave here in shame. Whatever sin has been accumulated in your life, God wants to take that and throw it behind His back. God wants to cover it with His blood. God wants to throw it as far as the east is to the west. That's not a really look, that's an opposite direction. God is looking for somebody today. He wants you to understand. If you believe that you're unlovable, you're going to refuse to allow God to love you. You hear me? If you came here today and you felt like you're unlovable, you're not going to allow God to love you. You're seeking. You're grasping for air. If you convince yourself that you're not worthy of His love, you're going to reject His love today. Some of you need the love of God. Some of you need to know what it feels like to be forgiven. To be able to release all that guilt and all that shame. And when you lay on the altar, all of a sudden, there's a breath of fresh air that comes. The Bible said the time of refreshing comes from the presence of the Lord. When the presence of the Lord comes into your life, there's going to be this refreshing. I become unloved because I won't let Him love me. God wants you to understand every hand bowed. Are you drowning? Is there a situation in your life that you have not been able to get through it? It just seems like you keep sinking, you come up for air, you're grasping for air. Think at night when you're drowning. You wonder, you come up here and say, well, come on, suck in and try to get that air. And that's where some of y'all today, y'all are drowning. You might not be able to ask for help, but I'm going to tell you, I threw out that lifeline today. All you got to do today is bring your situation, bring your problem, bring your hurt, bring your guilt, bring your shame down to this altar. And when you walk down here and you kneel down, my God is going to work a miracle in your life. Because my God's able to change every situation. I'd like us all to come up front. Come on, if you're here today, I want you to come up front and I want you to come around this altar. If you're a visitor, please come and pray with us. Don't leave with that.